What if tomorrow corporate governance simply vanished? No warning, no replacement, just gone. Board charters, gone. Risk oversight, gone. Accountability frameworks, gone. Would we even notice at first? Or would the cracks start forming beneath our feet before anyone realized what was missing? Most people don't realize how deeply corporate governance is woven into our world. It influences how companies operate, how executives make decisions, how risks are evaluated, how capital is protected, how trust is maintained. Governance decides who has authority, who is accountable, who checks the decision makers, who monitors risk, who protects shareholders, who safeguards stakeholders. It may look like board meetings and committee reports on the surface, but beneath it lies an entire architecture holding markets together. Audit committees, independent directors, risk dashboards, compliance controls, whistleblower frameworks, oversight reviews. These aren't decorations, they're the stabilizers of the corporate world. And if they vanished, we'd find out very quickly what they were really doing. Day 1, confusion. Board meetings canceled. Committee approvals disappear. No sign-offs, no escalation channels, no documented authority. Executives hesitate. Can we approve this acquisition? Who signs off on this risk? Is this compliant? Decisions slow, processes stall. Internal systems begin to glitch because no one knows who holds final accountability. By the end of the first week, investors begin asking questions. Employees feel uncertainty. Regulators notice reporting gaps, and one question echoes loudly: how did we rely on this so much without even seeing it? Weeks later, ripple effects spread. Costs increase because risk isn't structured. Efficiency drops because authority isn't clear. Trust erodes because transparency fades. Conflicts grow because oversight is gone. Without governance, conflicts of interest go unchecked. Financial reporting weakens. Risk appetite becomes undefined. Strategic direction becomes inconsistent. Ethical boundaries blur. Competitors begin to struggle. Markets become volatile. Industries that once relied on governance frameworks start shifting into uncertainty. Credit ratings fluctuate, investor confidence declines, shareholder lawsuits increase, and suddenly, what once seemed like paperwork becomes the most critical missing pillar. Years from now, the absence of corporate governance reshapes entire ecosystems. New informal power structures emerge. Some companies centralize control around a few individuals, others fragment into chaos. Regulations tighten aggressively in response to instability. Governments intervene more frequently. Technology tries to replace oversight with automation. AI-powered compliance systems, algorithmic risk scoring, blockchain transparency mechanisms. But something fundamental changes. Trust becomes harder to rebuild. Reputation becomes fragile. Capital becomes cautious. Markets reorganize around entities that can prove structure and accountability. And we realize governance wasn't just about compliance, it was about confidence. Here's the surprising truth. The most powerful forces in our world are often the least visible. Not the flashy IPO announcements, not the bold CEO speeches, not the viral innovations, but the quiet board evaluations, the risk reviews no one hears about, the oversight reports that never make headlines. Corporate governance doesn't create noise, it creates stability. And stability is the oxygen of sustainable growth. When it works well, you barely notice it. When it disappears, everything feels it. So if corporate governance disappeared tomorrow, would your organization be prepared? Would accountability survive? Would trust hold? Or would we finally realize that the systems we rarely discuss are the ones holding everything together? If you want to understand what real oversight looks like, before instability forces us to learn the hard way, subscribe to MPG, explore deeper insights, and discover how governance shapes the future of business. Because the invisible foundations are what keep the visible world standing.